See, that always happens to me, guys. I forget to turn on the microphone. We can't hear you. No sound, no sound. Okay, let me start again from the top. Hello, everybody, and welcome to day number 4. That gets me every time. I think I click on the thing and it doesn't get clicked on, so my apologies, guys. You guys, I think you can hear me now. Okay, the microphone is on. Okay, so again, let me start again. So welcome to day number 4. So again, yesterday, we talked about the BCR technique, and we did the BCR technique all together alongside the TC technique. So if you go to your the video description below, you'll see a new PDF, and that PDF is called the TC technique checklist. So download that, you can check it out. The BCR technique checklist is also in the video description as well. Now, if you're tuning into this on day number 4, then what you'll want to do is just allot 30 days from this point forward, okay? And then just go back to the older videos, day 0 to day 3, and just allot that appropriately. If you want to watch them all at once, you can, but just making sure that you're doing 30 days, okay? So we're not, just because you show up late doesn't mean you have to do 26 days or something like that. We want to make sure we're doing a full 30 days, but again, just make sure you have that 30-day allotment available if you're just tuning into this today, okay? All right, so microphone is on, everything's good. So in day number 4 today, what I'm going to be talking about is some of the conflicts that BCR technique can help with. Okay, we're not going to be going through the full BCR technique today. Okay, we already did that yesterday, right? So you guys should already start to know, if you guys have been here since day 0, right, you should know the flow of BCR, and I want you just to continue to practice it. Remember what we do every single morning. If we're tired, if we're still feeling that fatigue, what do? We make our bodies active. Okay, so we're going for a walk. We're taking a cold shower, right? We're doing some yoga. We're doing anything that really just keeps our body active and awake. Once we're active and awake, now we start to perform the BCR technique. Okay, so it doesn't have to be just as soon as you get out of bed that you're just, stretching, okay, I gotta go ahead and do the BCR technique when you know you're still pretty tired. Wake yourself up, get yourself active, and then when you're active, go into the BCR technique. Okay, so what does BCR stand for, everybody? We should know this by now if you're here from the beginning. Breath work, calmness, reinforcement. Okay, to elaborate on this further, let me go into the virtual whiteboard here. Okay, so with the virtual whiteboard here, we're looking at BCR. I'll give it a bit more of a thickness here. There we go. BCR technique. Okay, so again, it represents breath work. Okay, calmness. And reinforcement. This is actually the one that people have the most trouble with. What does the R stand for? I know it's breath work and calmness, but what's the R for? It's reinforcement. Okay, breath work, calmness, reinforcement, the BCR. So like I said, we want to make sure that we are active when we are doing the BCR technique. We are not just, me so tired, Z's. Okay, that looks like 2's, but that's supposed to be Z's. If you're just completely daisy, don't want to do anything, or don't feel like you're very awake, and you said, nope, I really got to go ahead and do the BCR. No, you're not in the right frame of mind to do the BCR technique, okay? So make sure you're getting yourself active, all right? There we go, that's better. You got some spiky hair there too. Okay, so making yourself active, all right, and working with the BCR technique when you're active and alert and awake, all right? It's very, very important. We want to make sure we're doing that first, okay? So, as we do that first, we're going to firstly just look into, like I've said, with your checklists, okay? So you basically have your notepad, all right? You have your tablet or you have your phone, whatever it is that you want to use to document your checklist with is fine. But we just want to ask ourselves again, what physical issues am I going through right now? Okay, how is my physical body? Okay, Once we go through that, we want to look into the emotional body. What emotions am I currently feeling this morning? Okay. Then we go into the mental. What belief systems am I still holding on to? So let's start off with the physical first here. Brad, if I have an old injury, will I be able to use BCR technique to help heal that? Absolutely. Okay. So if someone says, Brad, I have a bad knee. Okay, my knee's flaring up. I've had this bad knee since I was 15 years old. You know, I've been dealing with it now for the past 10 to 12 years. And I want to heal it. I want it to get better. Okay. Well, this is where we do the BCR technique. Okay, like I said, anything physical, anything emotional, anything mental, we can heal with the BCR technique. Okay, by going through the process. So just like you guys did yesterday on day number 3, where you did the full BCR technique with me. All right, we're gathering all of that love energy into the heart. We're filling it up. Filling it right up to the brim, okay? If your heart is only like this, it's not going to work, okay? This is necessary. This is not going to work, okay? We want to open ourselves up through the reinforcement space and accumulate all of this pure love energy flowing into the heart, right? So if you have a bad knee, right, but you filled your heart up, okay, your heart is filled to the brim with that pure loving energy that you've reinforced within your space. Now you're making a command to the love energy. You say, love energy, heal my impaired knee. Let it be done. Right? We take the 3 deep breaths in and out through the nose. Okay, and we sense activity. Okay, is there activity happening? If I'm basically going to this bad knee, if it's a bad right knee, right, and I'm looking into it, I'm feeling it right now, I said, yeah, there's a little bit of activity there. Like energy is running there. It's still hurting a little bit, but I can feel that activity is starting, right? I'm talking to the love energy, okay? This is also what I was discussing about making love energy an entity, okay? So, this is your love energy. You can see the love energy as an entity. So you're talking to the love energy like it's a servant. All right? And that servant is here to work together with you. It just says, Master, what is your command? What would you like me to do for you today? Okay? And that is the representation of the love energy through the heart to where that entity comes through. So if you want to see love energy as like a butler, right? Or some servant, or again, like an angel, that's fine. Any variation you want to give the love energy is fine, okay? You can create the love energy as an entity, okay? And now that entity is going to work. Now, when you actually go deeper into this, you'll again become a lot more vivid with the love energy, meaning that you'll be able to become a lot more communicative with it, right? You'll actually be able to feel it talking to you, okay? So if you have a bad shoulder, if you have a bad knee, you know, if there's problems with your organs, right? If you're having problems with diabetes, okay? Whatever it may be, it does not matter what your physical issue is, okay? A person will come to me, Brad, I have cancer. Brad, I have diabetes. Brad, I have this, I have that, I have the other thing. Will this work? Yes, because you're the one doing it. You're the healer here, okay? I'm not doing any healing work on you guys, right? 99.9% of the healing here is being done by you, because you're the one that's accumulating all of that love energy into your heart. You're the one that's filling it to the brim. I'm just showing you the door here, so to speak, right? You're going through the door, you're going into your space, you're creating the most magnificent space for yourself to start working together with the BCR technique and filling up all of that love energy into the heart, right? So again, when we're doing the BCR technique, I'll clear the board here. When we're doing the BCR technique here, when we start off with the breath, okay, I mentioned yesterday that we're doing heart rate variability, okay? I did a bonus video yesterday of me just walking in the park and talking about a walking version of heart rate variability. Okay, you don't have to go into that just yet if you don't want to. We just want to get heart rate variability down. Okay, like I said, Forrest Knudsen and quite a few other teachers throughout YouTube talk about heart rate variability. It's quite popular. Okay, someone asked me yesterday, and I'll just go into this really quick, what about the Wim Hof method? Brad, what about Wim Hof? Is that something we want to do in the BCR technique? No. Okay, that's an entirely different type of breathing. It's a beneficial breathing, but that's not what we're doing here. We're doing heart rate variability, not the Wim Hof method. Okay, not this. That is more intense breathing, and a lot of that involves the mouth, right? So even if you're breathing in through your nose, you're evacuating through the mouth. What Wim Hof will also say is that he'll just open up his mouth and do mouth breathing. That's not good, right? That's not good for what we're doing here with BCR technique. Okay, like I said, it's good for the type of work that you want to do. It's more intense, it's much more active, right? It basically resists the cold, and that's good, right? We have that. If we're in that situation, absolutely go ahead and do the Wim Hof method. But we're not doing that with BCR, okay? With BCR, this is what we're doing. We're doing heart rate variability. So we only start off with a cleansing breath when we notice that we're pretty saturated with a lot of emotional conflict, right? Physical conflict, mental conflict, right? If we're coming into this and we're still kind of groggy, right? We're active, but we still feel that kind of sludge, that tension within ourselves, then we are again doing the nasal mouth breath, okay? But that is just a cleansing breath, okay? So all right, we're just doing that to cleanse the system, right? So we just do a few of those. That's step one. Once that's done, we feel the waves. We feel the waves of calmness. Okay, it's like being on that wooden plank. Here you are on this wooden plank, okay? Meditating on this plank, and here's the waves, okay? And they're bobbing, just like this, up and down, all right? So it's okay. We want to bob there a little bit. It's completely okay to bob as we're just getting ourselves into the flow, right? So as we start to bob in the middle of the ocean with that wooden plank, this is letting you know that it's okay to bob because you're in the waves of calmness, okay? You're going into the calmness wave, okay? Josephine asks, can the BCR work with weight issues? Yes, it can, okay? Why do you have weight issues? Because your immune system is pretty sluggish. That's why, okay? We want to rebuild the immune system. We want to make sure that our liver is healthy. Our liver is sluggish, okay? Our immune system and everything that is associated together with the immune system is very sluggish. So we're clearing that up, right? So now we're sending some energy to our organs. We're sending it to our liver, okay? We're sending it to our spleen. We're sending it to our nervous system. We're sending it to our endorphins. We're sending it to everything that, again, corroborates together with our immune system, okay? The only reason why you're overweight, number one, again, it's the immune system is compromised. The organs are sluggish, and we want to clean them out, okay? There's a lot of blockages, internal blockages within the body as well, too. A lot of the reservoir channels are blocked, okay? So again, if we're looking at channels here that are flowing through the body, we have obstructions, okay? A lot of this obstructions can be caused mostly by emotions, okay? Yes, diet can also play a part with it as well too. If we're eating bad, right? If we're not eating healthy, if we're very stagnant, right? If we're just sitting all day or laying down all day and we're not moving the body, okay? We're gonna basically have atrophy. All of this is gonna add up. All of this can cause weight gain. All of this can cause, again, diseases, illnesses, etc. Okay, it's all happening inside the body. When you start working with BCR technique and you start directing that energy, okay, these blockages, these obstructions now start to dissolve. They start to thin themselves out. It's very similar as if you're doing like a lot of yoga each and every single day, right? If you're using yoga exercises and you're, again, working with the body, you're moving the body, you're going to notice that a lot of those obstructions over time are going to diminish, okay? So the reason why you have weight issues is, one, you're not taking care of the body. There's a lot of sluggishness within the body. The organs are compromised. Your immune system is compromised. Your body is compromised, okay? You need to start working out. You need to start moving the body. Work with the BCR technique. Go into your arteries. Go into your veins, right? And just start sending the love energy through that, because that's going to work. That's what's actually going to get your heart pumping. That's what's going to get your blood purified as well, too, is when you start working with this natural energy, okay? So yes, weight gain is not some unbeatable system. It is something that can be defeated, okay? So anyways, let me go back to what I was saying about BCR, okay, and the Wim Hof method, okay, and heart rate variability. So when we're doing the second phase of breath, like I said, we got into the wave of calmness, okay? And that starts to level itself out because we're doing the second phase of breathing. And this is what makes a difference. Okay, the second phase of breath is heart rate variability. Okay, so here's our nose. And we're breathing in. And we're breathing out. Okay? So we're doing nasal breathing here, breathing in and breathing out. This again is why heart rate variability is much more appropriate for the BCR technique. Okay, when you're breathing through your nose is the natural breath filter of your body. Okay, you have all these little hairs in your nose that are again acting as filters, and you're clearing out all of the gunk quite commonly within our air supply. When you're using your mouth, you're absorbing all of that debris into your lungs. Okay, that's not good. We don't want to do that. So like I said, when you're really getting into very deep activity, right? Like I said, if you're in the cold and all that, you really want to heat yourself up, yeah, then you can certainly do this, all right? But we're not doing that. We're not doing that. We're not doing the Wim Hof method. Because again, that's not a filter. You're basically just taking in all of the raw air within your environment that could have a lot of pollutants in it, and you're putting it into your lungs. Also, when you're breathing in through the mouth and breathing out through the mouth as well too, you're not getting as much carbon out of the system as well too. When you're working with the nose and you're doing nasal breathing, you're breathing out a lot more carbon within your body, okay? So this is your natural filter. This is why we're working together with heart rate variability. We're basically using the filter, the natural breath filter of our body. This is why when you actually look into ancient yoga, if you're using something like Kriya Yoga, they will never ever say to do this, to say breathe through your mouth. No, that's very foolish. When you're doing things like ancient yoga, right, the ancient techniques, they will always say breathe in through your nose, breathe out through your nose. Don't ever do this, okay? So that is bad. Don't do that, okay? So we're only really doing mouth breathing when we're cleansing, okay? It's a cleansing agent. That's the nature of it. So again, this is why I say we breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth. We're not breathing in through the mouth and out through the mouth, right? Commonly, the Wim Hof method does that. Breathing in through the mouth and breathing out through the mouth. And like I said, there's a time and a place for that, and that's fine. I'm not bashing the method. I used to do the Wim Hof method as well too, and it is very helpful. It's very good, okay? But that's not what we're doing here for BCR, okay? We're doing heart rate variability. Okay, so just starting out, 4 seconds in, 5 seconds out, okay? We want to add that extra second, okay? Why are we doing that? Because we're working with the sympathetic, I'll just put sympathetic, and parasympathetic nervous systems, okay? So the sympathetic and parasympathetic are stimulated, okay? We're stimulating the vagus nerve, and that is connecting to the medulla in the brain. And that is the administrator of breath and the administrator of heart rate, okay? When we're working with the medulla oblongata, the vagus nerve is connected to that, all right? So as we do the heart rate variability, there's no pause in between these two, okay? 4 seconds in, 5 seconds out, okay? If you have quite a good set of pipes on you, okay, maybe you can move it up to 5 seconds in and 6 seconds out, okay? Nonetheless, you're just doing that rhythm, all right? And this is complementing the stimulation of the sympathetic and parasympathetic nervous system, okay? And we're working together in oxygenating the body. We're controlling the heart rate as well too, right? So the heart rate variability is a lot more of a calming breath, okay? It's a calming vibration. And that's what we want to do in the second phase of BCR, okay? We're not doing this. There's a time and a place for this, but that is not the time and that is not the place. Not when you're doing BCR, okay? So that's just going to answer a question that I received yesterday on the chat about, should we do Wim Hof method? No, not with BCR, okay? So now that I've got into that, let me just go back into the main scene here. Okay, so now that I've got into that, working together with heart rate variability, how long should I be doing heart rate variability for? I'd say you want to do it for at least a couple of minutes, maybe 2 minutes, 3 minutes, etc. Okay, so as you're doing heart rate variability with your breath, again, we're just going into calming those waves. Like I said, this is kind of the new add-on for the BCR technique. You notice when you're looking into the bare bones of BCR, when you have the checklist there, there's nothing about heart rate variability. And that's fine. If you don't want to do heart rate variability, you don't have to, okay? But it's a good add-on to do. It's something I'd recommend. Okay, heart rate variability is bringing you into a state of subtlety. Okay, it's bringing you into a low idle, subtle state, all right? When you go into a low idle, subtle state, you are in this complete space of calm. This is extremely important. This is where people fumble a little bit in meditation. They're not controlling their breath rate. Okay, they're not actually doing something like heart rate variability, which brings you into a subtle state of being. Okay, this is you going into that essence of calmness. People are just going, okay, I'll just cross my legs. No, you're doing it wrong right from the get-go. Okay, that's not what we're doing to get ourselves into calm. And the thoughts are coming in, blah, 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 blah. I can't work. This meditation isn't working for you because you're doing it wrong. That's why. Okay, so this is why we're doing this add-on through the BCR technique, working together with heart rate variability. Okay, so this is what's helping you to synchronize your breath, right? 4 seconds in, 5 seconds out, nasal breathing. Okay, and as you're doing this, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 5 minutes, even 10 minutes. Forrest Knudsen does a really good job talking about heart rate variability. If you guys have not checked out his channel yet, I certainly recommend that you do. Okay, he goes very deep into it. All right, just check out his channel on YouTube, Forrest Knudsen. It's Knutson. All right, basically he has what's known as proofs that represent that you're going very deeply into heart rate variability. One example of those proofs is that your hands are hot and heavy, right? He refers to this as HHH. Your hands feel hot and heavy. So as you're going into heart rate variability and you're doing it for a few minutes, right? 4 seconds in, 5 seconds out, or 5 seconds in, 6 seconds out. As you continue to do this, your hands will start to get warm or they'll start to get hot. There's also a feeling like there's a lot of weight on them, right? That's because you're building up the chi. You're building up the prana. When you're working with that heart rate variability, all of that energy is coming right into your hands, and it feels like you're holding weights, okay? That's one particular example that you're going very deeply into heart rate variability. You're going very deep into a low idle, or as I term it, a subtle state of being, okay? That is exceptional. That is exactly where you want to be. When you're doing that, you're doing meditation right, okay? So you want to make sure you're synchronizing your breath. You're working with the rhythm, right? 4 seconds in, 5 seconds out through the nose, not through the mouth, okay? Like I said, through the first phase, we're just cleansing. We're cleansing ourselves, so we're getting all that debris out. Okay? And once we start to feel that wave, we start to feel that bobbing, okay? We switch. Now we go into heart rate variability. Now we go into the nasal breathing, okay? So that's very, very important. This is why I said I recommend that. You don't have to bring in the heart rate variability, but I suggest you do, because it's really going to help you go into calmness. The reason why we're attempting to get ourselves into a subtle state of being is because we are becoming very vivid, and we're going very vivid into our reinforcement space, okay? You want to make your reinforcement space as real to you as possible, even if you don't see anything, okay? Even if you're not visual, you're still feeling things. I feel myself on a beach. I feel what it's like to sit in the sand. I feel myself in a beautiful grassy meadow. I feel what it's like to sit on the grass, right? I feel what it's like to have that soft ocean breeze. I feel what it's like to have that soft meadow breeze while I'm sitting in the meadow. Or I'm on top of the mountain, I feel that kind of mountain air as well too, okay? We want to make it vivid. This is why, again, some people won't get too far with BCR, because they're not making their reinforcement space real to them. It's just a fantasy. It's just, it's just a thought. It's just a daydream, blah, blah, blah. No, 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 no. You want to make your reinforcement space as real to you as this reality is. That's the goal, okay? That's why we do something like heart rate variability. That's why we go into that state. That's why we soften ourselves. And we're now in that state of calmness, okay? Because now we've come into the capital C. We've now come into calmness. Calmness represents the full calmness we're looking for. Still waters, okay? Not this, not bobbing waters, okay? When you're bobbing, when you feel the waves, again, like you're on the ocean, you're sitting on this wooden plank, okay? When you're feeling this is good. This is letting you know that you're switching to phase 2 breath, okay? Phase 2 breath, heart rate variability, okay? And we just start doing that rhythm. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No pauses in between. It's straight inhale. Okay, 4 seconds in, 5 seconds out. If you have a good set of lungs and you're healthy with your breath, you can step it up a little bit more. 6 seconds or 7 seconds in, 7 seconds or 8 seconds out. Okay, you can step it up. But I just want to start off at a low rate because I don't know what your guys' lungs are like. Okay, some of you may be very shallow breathers, and you can't really bring your breath to 10, 15 seconds inhale, right? That's too much. Okay, so start with 4 seconds and work your way up. So, yeah, this is pretty good. I can do 4 seconds. It's not a problem. Okay. Later on, I can do 5 seconds. I can do 6 seconds. I can do 7, 8, 9, 10 seconds. Okay. So just making sure that you're adding at least an extra second to your exhale breath. Okay. If you're doing 10 seconds in, we do 11 seconds out. Okay. We're always adding that extra second. That's stimulating the parasympathetic. Okay. Very important. Like I said, Forrest Knudsen talks about this very deeply. His work is excellent. He's got some great information from other teachers as well too. He's incorporated it into his own and he shares it. And that's kind of what I do. I incorporate things and I kind of make it into my own and share it. Okay? But a lot of people talk about heart rate variability because it's very effective. Okay? So let's just remember that. So once you're in the calmness, and again, the waters are still. We just basically refer to them as still waters. Okay, is the water still? Yeah, totally. Great. So now with your eyes closed, you're going into void. And now you're creating your space. Okay? Your space is your own. Some of you may just want to stay together in void. Okay? That's what feels good to me, Brad. I just want to be in void. Then do it. Do it. What did I say yesterday? What was that mantra that I told you guys about? You are a creator and you do what you want. You are a creator and you create what you want. The most important part of that is you are creator. Okay? You are creator. You are creator. You are creator. And you do what you want. And you create what you want. Okay? Please remember this. You do not need to go running to me and saying, Brad, I really want to create this beautiful beach. Go ahead. No, I need your permission first. The hell would you need my permission for? Right? I get this from some people, right? They come up to me and say, Brad, is it okay if I create this kind of space? I say, does it make you happy? Oh, yeah. Well, then what's stopping you from doing it? You don't need to come to me. I'm not in your head. I'm not creating this space for you. Okay? You want to use your imagination. This is where you are empowering yourself. Okay? Go into your imagination, create your space, and if it's just a void, then it's just a void. All right, go into the depths of that void. Go deeper and deeper and deeper. Make that void your reality. It's silence. Silence truly is the best space, right? But some of you, again, are visual. So again, what I would suggest, if you guys aren't too visual, just go into void, okay? That's it. You do not have to go into a nice, beautiful, angelic space if you really don't know how to create it visually. And just go into void, right? Do the heart rate variability, right? Go into void and just stay in void. And now just be in this silent space. Be in your bedroom with the doors closed, the windows closed. Make sure every electronic device is turned off. Don't have your stereo on. Don't have an air conditioner on. Turn everything off so that you have that silence. Okay? Because that reciprocates together with your void. Okay? And you're staying within the void. Everything is silent. Everything is calm. Everything feels perfect. Very good. The next step past that is going to the self. But that's a different topic. Okay? We're actually working with the mind here in BCR technique. But in the times ahead, I'll be teaching you guys about going into no mind, because that's the greatest of it all. All right. So anyways, you're going into that state of calmness. The waters are still. Okay? And now you're creating your space. Okay? As you create your space, you decide what goes in the background. Is it a beautiful tree? Is it beautiful foliage? Is it flowers? Is it a mountain range? Right? Okay, so I'm using Earth as a reference. Here I am at Yosemite Park. Okay, and I get a nice image there because I go there all the time, for example. And it's a beautiful view. Okay, that's good. But I want you to make it better. Okay? I want these foliages to come alive. I want the plants to actually start talking to you. Okay? I want the air in your space to be like this light mist, and it feels almost like a mint that you're breathing in. You see what we're doing here? We are taking just a common space, again the example of like Yosemite Park, okay, and we're making it purely divine. We're making it 1,000 times better than what we see here on the earth plane. So don't feel like you're just being mediocre, right? This is your space. You are creator, right? You're making it incredible. Elmer, thanks for your contribution. I appreciate that. Blessings. So we're making that space absolutely beautiful, okay? We're making it 1,000 times better, 1,000,000 times better than what it is. This is why I say that you can incorporate your loved ones. Now, I noticed that there's some people saying, oh, I don't know if I really want my loved ones in here, right? I told you, you're not seeing your loved ones as they are in physical reality, okay? You're seeing your loved ones as angels. You're seeing them as their higher selves, okay? That's going to take a major impact upon you, because what you're doing is you're going to start working together and seeing your family, your loved ones, your best friends like that in physical reality, because that's how you paint the picture of them when you go into your space, okay? So again, all I'm really doing here is just giving you guys an opportunity to boost yourselves up, to boost up your space, to make it something really, really beautiful, okay? So like I said, if you want to go back to day number 3 and do the full out BCR technique just like we did, then go ahead and do that, okay? It's like I said yesterday, I'm not doing the BCR technique with you guys every single day. There will be certain days where we're kind of building up to tally up points. We're looking into some add-ons. We're looking onto some bonuses. We're looking at some tips and some tricks. And then the day will come where we'll have a tally up point, and then we'll do another version of the BCR technique, okay? But I just want you guys to keep doing the BCR technique as you are aware of it now. If you've done day 3, okay, that's the BCR technique that you do, okay? Now that you're on day 4, and I'm just giving you guys advice here about why heart rate variability is important, what conflicts can be eradicated through the BCR technique, how you can dress up your reinforcement space, right? Just simple things like this. And I want you guys to incorporate that into yourselves, into BCR technique, okay? You should be aware now of TC technique, okay? I would almost call it more like a process than a technique, okay? The key ingredient to the TC technique is the ability to withdraw from a troubling situation, okay? If you're triggered by something, okay, that's your cue that you're enacting TC technique, okay? Somebody says something to you. Somebody says, pink muffins. All of a sudden that gets you mad. I don't know why it would get you mad, but okay. Right? They say that word. You seize up. How dare he mentions pink muffins. Okay? And now you're hearing that chiming bell. Okay? Now you're withdrawing yourself. Excuse me, I go to the bathroom. I don't know. Whatever your excuse is. Okay? Excuse me for a moment. I gotta go. And you're going into your private space, right? So maybe that's a bathroom. Like I said, anywhere can be your private space. If you're going into the bathroom, into a toilet stall, locking the door, and just do the BCR TC technique there. You can do that, okay? If you're in your car, pull over. Okay, find a gas station, go to the bathroom there. If you're in an office, take a break, go and take a bathroom break. Do the TC technique, BCR technique there, okay? You got 1,000,001 possibilities. You have to basically use your wits, okay? But just go into a state of privacy, okay? And so when we get that state of that tug, we feel that emotional trigger that's coming up, then we want to catch that. We're not just ignoring it, okay? We're not ignoring it and saying, oh, okay, this guy's really offending me right now, but I'm just going to pretend to smile and feel like everything's okay. No, you're just going to basically combust, right? Excuse yourself from the conversation. Excuse yourself from the situation, okay? And go into that private space and, again, work together with the BCR and TC technique. Okay, we'll take this time if you guys have any questions, okay? I'm just going to go into the chat here and just see what comes through. Like I said, we're not going to be as long as we were yesterday. I think we're just going to be a few more minutes. Okay. Okay. Yes, I am the creator. I can do what I want. So, yes, I answered Josephine's questions earlier about the BCR, work with weight issues. So, yeah, like I said, guys, just take good care of your body. That's the most important thing here, right? So you're taking care of it physically, mentally, emotionally. Okay, those are the keys. Okay, here's Mind Matters asking a question. Mind Matters says, how do you know your heart is full if you struggle to feel love? This is why we have this, guys. Okay, if you're watching the BCR technique day 0 to day 4 here, you know that we're doing this. Okay, that's your practical measurement. So you're going into your heart right now, and if you're not doing this, this is of course why you're not going to be aware of it. Okay, this is your gauge. That energy ball right here, okay? Let me go to the board for this one. Okay? So, this is why, again, when we start doing the BCR technique, here's your hands. This is why I incorporate it. Okay? Some people says, Brad, can I just use my mind and just know that that's how much energy is coming into my heart? If you want, but please do the practicality, okay? You guys demand practicality. And I'm giving you a practical technique here, all right? So now you're seeing that energy ball here in your hands, okay? We are now expanding that ball based upon how much energy is coming into our heart, okay? This is the practical method. So now your hands are out to here. And the ball is like this, okay? It's expanding. Because I'm saying, oh my God, I can feel this love energy. The reinforcement space is so beautiful. All these flowers, look at all these plants. Look at my loved ones hugging me. I feel so incredible. I can feel this love. It's flowing through me right now. Look at this. This is incredible. This is wonderful. I am completely creator. I feel it. My energy is so strong. It's off the page. I'm so excited. This is wonderful. I'm at the top of the mountain. This is amazing. Okay? Look at where my hands are. Okay? I'm almost doing it at a point where it becomes subconscious. I'm not consciously expanding my hands. This is your gauge. Okay? That's how you know how much love energy is coming in here. This is what I've been doing with the BCR technique for years now. Okay? When a person is able to understand how much love energy is coming into their body, into their heart, they are using this as a gauge. Okay? You just know. Okay, I cannot explain that practicality to you. But this practicality here of using this is your scale. It's your gauge. That's why we do it. Okay? You're just feeling this elation. You're feeling this joy. Guys, you have to get here. Okay? Especially you men. Okay? You guys very commonly live all the way down here in the solar plexus with the self and the ego, the separate self and the ego. Okay? We got to flush all that out. That's why we're doing the deep cleansing breath. Okay, that's phase 1 of the breath. We're clearing all that out, and now we're at heart's door. As we open up that door, we're now just starting to begin our journey into the heart. Okay? That's why we do breath work. That's why we do heart rate variability. That's why we go into the subtle state. That's why we go into calmness. That's why we go into reinforcement. Our reinforcement space is our love space. That's our heart space. Okay? That's why we go into it. When you step into your reinforcement space, you're literally stepping into your own heart. Okay? That is the heart space. Now you have to look around about what's inside your heart. What do you want to put inside your heart? What's going to make you happy? Brad, how do I know if I'm happy? Watch closely. What am I doing? I'm smiling. Okay? What am I doing? I'm laughing. Doesn't that make sense? Right? You're smiling. You're laughing. You're feeling this warmth coming into your heart. Right? You need to really understand this. This is where you're going into the heart space. Okay? It's okay, guys. You're not robots. Not last time I checked. Okay? You have a heart. You have feelings. You have emotions. Okay? Just so you know, men, we're just as emotional as women. Okay? That is not a myth. We just put our emotions upon different things. Right? A lot of it is material stuff. Okay? We are just as emotional as women are. But we don't think we are. And that's a myth. Okay? Because again, you've just been burying yourself with all of this neglect. You've been burying yourself with all of these other things, these trivial things of material wealth or whatever it is, your logic. Okay? You're burying that. Here's the love energy right here, and you're just piling on all this dirt here. And when we're doing BCR technique, we're clearing a lot of that dirt off. You are just as emotional as women are. Don't delude yourself. Okay? Get out of this robot, mechanical, logical debris that you're piling on top of your heart. That's why we're clearing it out. Okay? So we're working together with the energy ball here. It's getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger because this is the gauge, the practical gauge that we're using to showing you how full your heart is getting with love energy. Okay? When you're making it this big, where your hands can't go out any further, your heart's full. Okay? If you're doing it like this, you're okay, that's it, that's enough. No, it's not. Hands all the way out. All the way out. Okay, as far out as you can make them. That's how big you want. That's a full heart. Ladies, true for you too. Okay, men and women, doesn't matter your gender. Okay, you are making sure your hands are going all the way out. When they're all the way out, your heart's full. When it's out to here, nope, not good enough. I want more. I want your hands out to here. Okay, that's your gauge. That's when you know you're doing this work. Okay, if you're having a hard time feeling love, then you are feeling a lot of pain in your life and you need to cleanse. You got to do a lot of cleansing, all right? That's why we do the phase 1 cleansing breath, okay? So very, very important. That's why I included and incorporated this simple technique, a practical technique for you guys, so that you are aware of how much love energy is coming into yourself, okay? So again, outstretch your hands as far as they can go. And that's when you know you have a full heart. Okay? Very important. Okay, so to add on with Mind Matters, I can get into the love feeling when visualizing, but it's quite weak and can't tell how full the heart is. Well, again, that's why we're doing this. Okay, that's just the second part of your question here. That's why we do the hands out. Okay, so we do the stretched out hands. That's how you know. Okay? And you're not even really controlling this. Your attention is in the reinforcement space. Okay? And it's like the hands are moving by themselves because of how excited, how elated, how wonderful, how amazing, how blissful, how joyful, how loving, how completely in a state of magnificence you are that feels so incredibly brilliant. Look at where my hands are. They're right off the screen. Okay? They're stretched out as far as they can, and I wasn't even focusing on that. I was focusing on all the happiness, on all the love, and all the joy. Okay? This is your gauge. So remember that. Stretched out hands as far as they can go indicates a full heart. Write that down, guys, if you need to. Your full outstretched hands equal out to a full heart. It's full to the brim when your hands are stretched out. And what do? We compress that ball. We compress it into the size of a tennis ball. It faces us. Take a slow, deep breath into the nose, out to the nose, putting it into the heart. Okay? And just taking a moment, letting that infuse together with the heart. Feels wonderful. Okay? And now that we have that love energy coming into the heart, what do? We call upon our servant. We call upon the love energy. The love energy is doing all the work. It's doing the processes to heal your body. Okay? The more that you keep your heart full, you keep your love energy full, right to the brim in the heart, this is going to do amazing things for you. You guys always come to me. So many people come to me and say, Brad, what can I do to heal this? What can I do to heal that? And I said, well, did you check out the BCR technique? No, what's that? Right? And it's for free. It's on my YouTube. And now here I am doing a 30-day challenge with you guys. And again, I agreed to do this because I really want to see you guys do the BCR technique a lot more. Okay? Love to see you do this for 30 days and see what this does to you. If you want to make yourself a healing machine, this is what you do. Okay? It's very, very simple because you're not taking the responsibility. So, okay, let's see, my intestines are hurting. So maybe I need to mix like some blue light in here, some yellow light in here. Get out of that. Okay? You're trying to control the healing. That's not how it's going to work effectively. Okay? You let spirit come in and you let spirit take care of the business. Okay? Love energy is spirit. Love energy is God. That's what you're bringing into yourself. You're bringing source energy, God energy, love energy into your body. You're letting God take care of it. God knows your body way more than you do. Okay? God built your body. God knows what needs to be repaired. All you have to do is just get yourself into that beautiful, pure state of being. Your hands are outstretched. That shows that you have so much love in your heart, and now you're commanding it. What would you like me to do for you today, Master? I have indigestion issues. Clear out my love energy, clear out my indigestion. Let it be done. Okay? I have a bad knee here. Love energy, heal my bad knee. Let it be done. I have diabetes. Love energy, heal my diabetes. Let it be done. I have breast cancer. Love energy, heal my breast cancer. Let it be done. I have influenza. Love energy, heal my influenza. Let it be done. I have a broken ankle. Love energy, heal my broken ankle. Let it be done. I'm partially paralyzed from the waist down. Love energy, heal my paralysis. Let it be done. Nothing is off limits because you're the healer, not because I say so. This is through you. As you continue to work together with the love energy, this is what's going to make a difference. Brad, are you saying that this can help heal paralysis? Yes, I am. I'm saying that it can heal everything because you're the healer. You're the one that's invoking this love energy. You're working with spirit. If spirit, again, truly is the architect to all of creation, don't you think that spirit has the ability to completely rejuvenate yourself? You have to build this relationship with spirit, and that's what you're doing through the BCR technique. You're working with love energy. You're working with the energy of spirit. You're working with the energy of God. Nothing is impossible. Right? So it's you basically building that faith, that natural faith that comes together. It's not the idea that you're trying to put faith in something that you know you can't achieve. That's not true faith, right? The true nature of faith really is certainty. It's the certainty that these things be done. Thy will be done, period. That's what true faith is, not false faith. False faith, again, is just relying upon the emptiness of hope. That's not a true faith, okay? We're throwing out that old diluted degree of faith. The true faith is the certainty that thy will be done. Okay? And there's no doubt there whatsoever. Okay? This is not even through the nature of the mind. This is just certainty. This is knowingness. Okay? That's the true faith. That's what you're working with. And if you do this more and more every single day, even past the 30 days, you're doing this every single day. It's like I said, you won't even need to go through this entire process. You'll just go here, okay? Love energy is full. I didn't even do any of those processes. I just put my hand on my heart and I knew my love energy is full. I basically took 10 minutes to do that in the past, but because I've been doing this regularly every single day, all I'm doing is this. Love energy is full. Heart's full. Okay, there's a twitch in my right elbow. Gone. And I start moving it like this. Oh, it's gone. That's all I had to do. All right? That's where it's going to take you. You will be able to do this within seconds because you're practicing this technique daily. Okay? It's like how you're a carpenter to start off with, right? You have to go to school. You have to learn the education. You need to put these things into practice. And over time, you become this master carpenter, right? You're knowing how to put everything together. You know the process. It's natural to you. It's no problem. It's simple, right? It's like a martial artist, right? When they're continuing to work together with their martial arts, now they can do all these incredible things. They've empowered their body. Their body and mind are one, right? You're not going to get that from day number 1, okay? You got to keep practicing this. And as you keep practicing, again, the 30-day process here, the 30-day challenge is going to help you with that. It's going to get to that particular point where you'll just go, okay, I got a twitch in my elbow. Oh, yeah, it feels pretty intense here, okay? Heart full. It's gone. It's all done. How long did that take me, guys? Like 5 seconds. Okay? So this is why I'm teaching you guys this foundation. This foundation is the base level of the pyramid. Okay? As you continue to apply this into your life, you're going to get to the capstone. And the capstone is the thinnest part of the pyramid, which means it takes up the least amount of space. In this case, it takes up the least amount of time. So you're building out the foundation, and as you continue to do it, it converges up into the pyramid where you are now the capstone. And now you're able to do all of this very simply. I can guarantee it because this is exactly how I do it, right? It's exactly what happens. If I notice there's a little tweak in my body, right? It feels like something's uncomfortable. I just tune into it. Okay. How's the heart? And then I look into the activity. It feels so much better. Okay. I did not go into breath work, calmness, reinforcement space, or anything like that. That's the foundation. Once you get that foundation, because you know how to bring love energy into yourself, you don't need the reinforcement space anymore. You don't need to go through BCR. You're now just the healing machine. Okay? That's where I am. And just being able to do this for a couple of years, this is where you'll be as well too. As long as you take this seriously, you'll never suffer again. Right? Because you now know how to take care of it. I'm giving you the tools, the foundation here, so that you know how to take care of it, that anything physical, anything emotional, anything mental can be healed just through those matter of seconds, because I've been doing this long enough. Right? You guys can get there too. So it's a matter of you committing. It's like a person going into a martial arts school, wanting to learn karate. Can you just teach me the entire karate system in one day? No. You know, that's not showing that you're committed at all. You want to commit to being a healing machine. You want to commit to being a martial artist. You want to commit to being a chiropractor. You want to commit to being an architect. Okay? You're not just getting a one-day speed course, because that tells me you're not serious about this at all. You just have a craving of desire. Oh, this might be kind of cool. Ha 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 ha. No, that's not serious, right? And that's not going to get you anywhere. Okay, and teachers would pretty much just laugh at you. This guy wants to learn karate, like in one day. Right? No. You are continuing to practice this because that's your devotion, that's your dedication, that's your commitment. Okay, so you're building that ground layer of the pyramid, right? Let's build the pyramid. And that's what we're doing with BCR. That's why I'm taking you step by step, process by process, through the BCR technique. So even after 30 days, you're starting to get the hang of it. Okay? All you really have to look into, to cement into yourself, is the bare bones of the BCR technique. As I said, what I'm sharing with you guys right now are just simple add-ons. Okay? So work with that. Give that a try. Again, I've already made this video a lot longer than I was planning to today. It just comes to that, I guess. I guess you could say that these daily videos are now averaging about an hour per day. So I'm trying to make it shorter, but we get into conversation and that's what happens. All right. So, if there's any other questions, okay. I think we're good. Okay, here's this one. Luba says, who is the person you mentioned about 3 weeks ago? So I don't know. Okay. I don't even really remember what happened yesterday, let alone 3 weeks ago. Okay. Okay, guys, we're not here for healing requests. Okay, this is not New Earth TV Live. Okay, you guys are here to learn BCR technique. I'm not here to talk about anything else. Okay, if you guys have healing requests, you come here on Fridays. That's the New Earth webcast, the New Earth TV Live. That's where we do that. You guys are here to learn BCR technique. If you're not here, I don't know why you're watching this. Okay? So, you're here to learn this system. Okay? When you start to work together, right, with the person that's asking to have their dad healed, okay? When you start to do this more often, guess what? You'll be able to help him heal. Okay? You'll be able to work together with him. Not just through the nature of the probable body, but you'll be able to work together with him, okay, and help him out. That's why you guys are here. You guys are in a school right now, okay? That's the 30-day challenge. It's a crash course, but it's a school. We're not talking about anything else here, okay? We're not talking about what I talk about on New Earth TV Live. We're not talking about the Infinite Intelligence Report. We're not talking about anything of that, okay? This is BCR time, okay? So, I think that's it. I think we're going to wrap that up here now. It's been almost an hour now. So again, guys, look back at day number 3. Day number 3 is the full-out BCR technique. Tomorrow, we're going to look more into seeing love energy as an entity, okay? And I want you to really get that feeling of it being a servant to you, okay? And that you're actually going to be able to try and draw a body for it, okay? So for tomorrow, I'd like you to bring some pen and paper with you, okay, or have a tablet or what have you, and I want you to see if you can get an idea about how you want your love energy entity to look, okay? We're referring to it as Lee, L-E-E, love energy entity. And I want you just to give a good description, or you can draw out your entity, or maybe you find a photo reference of an angel, for example. So, oh, this is my love energy entity. Okay, this is my Lee. All right, so we're going to be working on that in tomorrow's day number 5, your love energy entity. All right, thank you so much, guys, and I'll talk to you tomorrow in day number 5. Take care.